Daniel, obviously the news with Saquon yesterday. How much of a relief is it for you and this organization that that's not like hovering over this training camp?
Yeah, we're obviously thrilled to have him back. You know, it was a tough situation for him, and I'm glad we got it worked out. But you know, he's an incredible leader on this team. He's an incredible player, and means so much to this group. So yeah, it's huge to get him back.
What do you expect from him this season?
I mean, I expect him to be himself. I think you know, he works his tail off. He prepares hard, and you know, that shows up on the field. So you saw it last year, and how well he played and how big he was for us throughout the whole season. So you know, we can use him in a lot of different ways. He's a dynamic player, and that's certainly what we expect.
Did you miss having him around? I mean, he wasn't around all spring.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. Like I said, he's a leader on this team. He's a influential guy, and someone who sets the standard and sets the example of what it's supposed to look like. So it's awesome to have him back.
I'm sure you saw that deadline pass last week, and then you get to this week, and he's here for the first day of training camp. How surprising was that to you that it kind of worked out that way?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know, surprising or not surprising, but I'm just happy it worked out. I think I'm certainly glad to get that news, you know, before the first day, and like I said, it's great to have him.
You know, Andrew was just here and said he feels like he has to live up to his contract, that he wants to prove he's the best, you know, worthy of being the highest paid left tackle. Do you feel like you have to live up to your contract now, or nothing changes?
I think there's always expectations, and there's always, you know, there's responsibility playing any position, and certainly playing quarterback to put the team in a position to win games, and you know, that's always been my the way I've approached it. You know, I've always put pressure on myself to perform, and I have high expectations of myself. So I expect others to have that also.
Daniel, what do you think of the organization committing to a bunch of you guys and having a core now going forward that's here for a long time?
Yeah, I think yeah, we've got a number of players who are now, you know, been here for a few years and understand what it means to be a New York Giant, and then, you know, what it means to play for Coach Daboll and his system, and what he wants kind of the culture and the feel in the locker room to be. And yeah, we've got a great group of leaders, great group of young guys who know what that is, and who embody that and really, you know, take to that every day.
There was so much uncertainty, Daniel, heading into last year's camp. You know, who's going to stick around, who wasn't. Are you surprised at how quickly that core has been sort of stabilized moving forward?
I don't know if I'm surprised. I think, like I said, we got a lot of really good dudes, a lot of really good players who've performed and you know, done the right things on and off the field, and it's fun to be in a locker room like that. It's fun to be with a group of guys working together. You know, guys who do all the right things. So yeah, I don't know if I'm surprised, but we're looking forward to getting to work and you know, kind of staying right here in training camp right now.
Daniel, how happy are you that Andrew Thomas is signed and is going to be your left tackle for many years? Yeah,
I'm extremely happy for him, and happy for myself also. He's a tremendous player. He's you know, he's a tremendous player. He goes about it the right way. He works his tail off. He's prepared, super smart, knows exactly what to do, and then, you know, brings other guys along with him. So he's a huge part of this offense, huge part of this team, and yeah, I'm extremely excited for him.
Daniel, knowing what you know about the offense in year two, what has you most excited about what's to come?
I think just continuing to evolve and grow and learning what we're good at and what this group can do, and you know, I think that's a strength of Dave's and Kafka and the whole offensive staff is kind of how they put the pieces together and accentuate the strengths of our guys. So we'll continue to work that through camp, and you know, every day will be different, and you know, we'll look forward to taking a step every day.
I know it's only training camp, first day of training camp, but you you're in the scramble drill and you got Saquon on the sideline there and he tight ropes the sideline. How is there an excitement even in the first day of training camp when you connect on something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a great play he made there on the sideline, and you know, he has the ability to do those things and make plays in the pass game. You know, obviously as a runner, but also in the pass game, and yeah, he makes a difference when he's out there. He makes a difference with his play, and then you know how it feels, and his you know, his leadership, his communication, and bringing guys along. So great to have him out there.
Why has the running back position been devalued in your view around the league?
I don't know. I think that's probably a question for the experts on ESPN.
Has this offense developed an identity, do you feel, yet, or is it still a work in progress?
I think it's very much a work in progress. I think we're on the first day of training camp, and we've got a lot of work to do throughout training camp, and you know, before we get there. But we're going to take it day by day and kind of focus on what's immediately in front of us, and try to improve as much as we can.
It was a long, tough negotiations for Saquon. You know, it's been portrayed a lot of different ways. He didn't like some of that. Said he didn't like the idea that he was being portrayed as greedy. What have you noticed from his demeanor when he's been here?
I think he's been himself. You know, he's excited to be here. He's come to work. He's the same leader, the same presence in the locker room, and I think that speaks to him as a guy, his character, his professionalism, and just you know who he is, how important you know the team is to him, and he understands his role on it, and how impactful he can be on other guys.
Have you noticed the difference in your confidence coming into year two when having more of a grasp of this system, even though it's just day one, but all throughout spring?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know it's you know nice not to be learning you know completely new at this point, and you know we're picking up from things we started with in the spring, and we'll continue to build off of it. But we're always learning and growing and kind of evolving the offense, you know, in whatever way is going to make us better.